Today I like to talk to you about the pros and cons about horses. If you've ever owned a horse, you know they're very expensive. You can have enjoyment out of it, or you can have anger out of it, whichever it is that you want to choose. And it depends on the breed of horse. You can have what they call a hot horse. That's usually what they call your Arabians, your thoroughbreds, your, that's pretty much what it would be mainly that people around here would own as Arabians and thoroughbreds. There you would have your more, what they call your cool or warm blood. That's your quarter horses. And quarter horses are more predominantly around here because they're more used vastly. That's what they think. But Arabians can do just as much as a quarter horse can do. You do working cow with them, you do reining, you can do, cutting. You can also do your English riding, your dressage riding. Your dressage is also what a lot of people see with the horses is dancing. That's dressage. And that takes many years to learn how to do that. The youngest horse I've ever seen that went to the Olympics was a 10-year-old, and he was still considered a junior horse. If you have raised horses from the beginning, you know how to take care of them. They're very costly. You have to make sure you've got at least 1 to 2 acres of land per horse if you want to leave them out in the field, if you want to use them in a barn. But I would highly recommend that you would put them in a barn and then let them out during the day before they can get a little sunshine, and then put them up during the night. Because if you're showing horses, they have a tendency of getting into stuff. They don't have, it's not if it's going to happen, it's going to be when it's going to happen. Because it will happen. Horses have a tendency of getting in barbed wires or getting in other fences or getting into anything. So I would recommend, if you're going to show a horse or have a horse, be careful with them, know what you're doing, do your research on the horses before you just go out and buy your child a horse or buy you a horse. Because it is not something that I would call a green person or a person that's never had one to go out and get one until you do your research on it. So thank you very much for your time and listening, and that's the conclusion of my speech.